I just can't stop thinking about the word spiritual. That is the number one church word that's abused in churches. So the number one word in the commercial church today, which most churches are commercial, is the word spiritual. Like, that person's a spiritual person. When you start hearing that, a pastor start using that term, leave that church. That's not a good church. So when they start using the term spiritual, like, that person's a spiritual person, leave that church. Like, that's the most spiritual person I know, leave the church. So what I mean by that about spiritual, okay, so if you're in a church and they're using the word spiritual, replace that word with commercial, okay? That's what they really mean. So whenever they're saying spiritual, they're actually mean commercial. So they mean commercial. So they go, that's the most spiritual person I know, like they're a financial advisor or something. They mean, that's the most commercial person I know, okay? Because the whole idea about spirit has been warped and deformed in this society, and not just that, within the church world and language. So when they say spiritual, that's a spiritual person. That's a general term. It's a generalization. That doesn't mean anything. Just don't go to that church if they're using terms like spiritual person, or another thing, a spiritual leader. Yeah. So if they're bragging about how their husbands are spiritual leaders, leave that church. Oh wow, look at this. Because believe me, they're probably married to a serial killer. They don't even know it. So spiritual person or spiritual leader doesn't even belong in the church. Those terms are not even biblical terms anyway.